right, man. Welcome back to Investing Your Culture. It's your boy Raylo, man. I live in California, and it's very expensive to live out here. And I ran across this video, and I'm like, how much does it cost to live very, very comfortable out here compared to other states? So we're about to look at this $10 million house that this guy is showing. Let's check this thing out, man.
This is such a cool property. Now, a lot of you have been asking for a more reasonably priced home. And I mean, a lot of you. And I hear you loud and clear. So to honor that, we picked a home in the canyons of Los Angeles. It's mid-century modern architecture, really well designed and curated, and on the market for $9,995,000. Just
Hold on. That does not sound reasonably priced. Like, not everybody can afford a $9 million house. I mean, I'm not asking them to go and just like start showing extra regular houses, but I can assure you that there's some houses out here in just regular areas that like 3-4 bedrooms that are amazing. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, we doing it for the views, so let's keep going, man.
shy of $10 million. It features 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, approximately 4,200 square feet, so it checks a lot of boxes while still delivering that LA flavor people love. Now, before we get started, I want to give big
It's not
thanks
even
to
a
the
full
homeowners
acre.
and the listing agents, Destin and Alex, for making this tour possible. More information will be in the description of this video. And now, let's go tour this charming home.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Oh.
Alright everyone, once again, welcome to Ajioka House. We have a really special tour ahead of us. Right behind Armand, we have the gate opening up to this private driveway. To my left, you can see the retaining wall, how it holds up the hillside, and the road that's right next to us.
Nah. I know the wall did not just look that like that. And you trying to sell it to me for $10 million, you better fix that. I don't even know why they showed that. I mean, I guess they wanted to show like the side of the house, but that was just wow. I can't believe I just saw that.
It's all landscaped, and this driveway brings you to your spacious motor court. You can park 5 to 6 cars here, and given our location, Nicholas Canyon, it's nice to get this much outdoor space for your driveway, for your motor court. And look at the view. We're in the heart of this canyon, all the greenery,
That's
all these
beautiful.
super cool hillside homes. The peace and tranquility this neighborhood offers is quite special. I mean, I can look at this view all day. Now, Armand, why don't you come over here for a second? The home is situated on this 0.82 acre plot. So down below you can see all these pathways, staircases, and we're going to cover all these multiple different structures. But I want to quickly showcase this feature. We have a chicken coop here. The fact that we're in Los Angeles and you're living in this lush, green, quiet canyon in a hillside home, and you have your own chicken coop with views like this, it's kind of hard to fathom. This is awesome.
Yeah, and there are also fresh eggs in the kitchen.
Yes, I saw them earlier when I was touring around. It's super cool. Fine, why don't we turn to the other side? Now, this property comprised of multiple structures. This is the first one. It houses the 2-car garage down below, and there is a guest bedroom upstairs with its own bathroom and its own deck. And I love the car here. 1961 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It looks stunning, and here's something really funny. I hope the homeowner doesn't get mad at me for saying this. This car is so long that it barely fits in this garage. So every time he parks, he has to touch the wall in the back. And the point is, this car does fit in this garage.
I would be mad if he just said that. Tripping. You ain't supposed to tell these people that. Like, I mean, I guess the car is gonna go with the house, hopefully. But to be honest with you, yeah, you're not supposed to. You ain't supposed to tell nobody that. Like, God. Too much information. And then also, you know, me being from California, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Those hills are like treacherous. It is like, depending on how high he is, or exactly where he is, like, man, you driving down one-way streets, like, it's kind of like, it's hard to get in, hard to get out. You know what I'm saying? Some people get used to it. I mean, hey, you're going to have to go through some things for that view, though. You know what I'm saying? Which was a beautiful view.
And I'm like, can you imagine me pulling up to one of our shoots in this car? Part of me wants to borrow or ask the homeowner to borrow this car for one of our videos.
Yeah, you know what? Let's keep it in our mind.
We will definitely keep in our mind. Such a cool car, and it fits in this 2-car garage. And again, you have all this outdoor parking. Now going backwards, let's talk about this covered walkway. On the exterior, you can see this reclaimed wood siding that's installed vertically, oak paneling on the ceiling, and given that this is a post and beam home, you can also see all these exposed beams, columns, structural elements. There's a level of honesty that these kind of mid-century modern homes come with that I personally really appreciate. Now coming to this side, we're now on the back section of the garage. This is your entry point for the laundry room, and above there's a dedicated steel staircase that takes you up to the guest suite, and you can also see the structural elements here very clearly. Massive steel beam with concrete tops, and the same steel steps continue as the railing, so the steel structure and the integrity is very
That's fly.
solidified. And then you look at the backdrop. I mean, it feels like I'm in a forest right now, and this is the entry of this home. Now the pathway here takes you to the back of the kitchen that we'll see in a second, and coming back to the entry again, all these exposed beams. And they also have this nice metal flashing detail on top where they have additional beams to create some shade and coverage for this area, so that flashing detail will protect the structural integrity of this beam for years to come. You can also see these clear story windows, which is another architectural feature that we're going to see throughout the home. And why don't we go this way to talk about the front door? I know it's open, but I love the millwork here. All these reclaimed wood planks, little glass insertion right in the center, and it's also a pivot door, and it welcomes you to the foyer of this property. You can immediately see how the exterior and the post and beam architecture of this home have influenced the interior of this property. Again, we have the same vertical wood paneling, but on the inside it's more of this lighter color. Then you can also see how these beams play into the interior design and help define these spaces. And right off the entry, they wanted to create this wow effect and give volume to the room, hence the double-light ceilings. And I love the windows that are above Armand. One of them looks into the primary bedroom hallway, and the other one just brings the exterior and all this natural light to the foyer. Now, to ease off this wood paneling on the interior, they have polished concrete floors throughout, which softens the space and makes it a little bit more easy, almost neutralizes all this wood, but at the same time, given that we have these wood planks, it just brings the outdoors more to the interior of this property. And then foyer leads you this way where we have the living room. But first, I want to quickly take you to this space. Now, this used to be one of the 4 bedrooms of this property. The current homeowner turned it into a spa. And right off the entry, we have this really cool bathroom. And you can see these glazed tiles installed in this stacked pattern. And this just emphasizes the volume of the room. And you're going to see stacked tiles throughout the bathrooms, throughout other spaces. They pick patterns and they repeat them throughout the home. They stay true to them, which then again makes the home a lot more soothing, easy on the eye, and stays true to the architecture. I love this horizontal mirror design with lighting here, and we have one beam here, one beam on the other side, and to fill that gap, they place a clear story window. There's this amazing emphasis in this home to bring nature into the property while keeping things very private. I think they've accomplished that. Oak panel ceilings. This is such a cool bathroom. And Armand, one more detail. You see how the countertop sits flush with the cabinetry rather than going over it like your traditional vanity. It's an interesting detail. I would say definitely less practical, but just looks awesome. All right, next up, we have the spa. Now, this is not the biggest room, but I think they made a good use of it. You have your corner sauna, glass enclosed, so it makes it a little bit more open. A massage table, more clear story windows, and salt block walls. Now, salt block walls help retain the heat, and they also suck up the moisture in the air. So It just improves the air quality here and plays into the moody aesthetic of the spa. Now, the other thing that I want to mention, I said this used to be a full bedroom with its own bathroom, but the bathroom just has a vanity and a toilet. We don't have a shower here. But if you follow me this way, open up the Fleetwood sliding glass doors here, which I'm assuming at some point were updated, integrated to the home. There is
An outdoor shower.
I mean, how cool is this? It's right off the walkway, the entry of the property, and the equation here is really simple. Hot water, cold water gets mixed here, and that's your shower head. Let me see. There you go. How cool is that, Armand?
It's incredible. If you love outside showers, I know.
That
I
was
do love
not
outdoor
cool. He just showed us that. Like, yo. Yo. Show us how it looked. Because I was about to say, I'm like, hey, man, it probably look kind of beautiful how, you know what I'm saying, how they did that. But, hey, homie don't want to get wet.
And look, this is not the most practical, but it's so interesting. It's intuitive. It pulls you to the outdoors, and it's just a fun space. And I feel like turning it into a spa was a good call. Now, coming back to the foyer, on the other side, we have the living room. Double high ceilings here, and given the post and beam architecture, all the beams are exposed. That's what's carrying this property. The columns and the beams, that's pretty much it. Everything else is either a filler wall or glass wall. The furnishings, the curation, the vertical wood paneling that brings so much warmth, your corner fireplace, and these glass walls, so the outside becomes part of the interior. This is such an interesting property. And again, imagine living in a home like this in 1960s and being part of the experience here. Now, I want to quickly talk about this fireplace here. In mid-century modern homes, a lot of times they built these fireplaces first for its utility, to heat up spaces, but also to use them as structural elements of the home. Again, mid-century modern architecture, post and beam, it's all about honesty. It's all about showing the structural elements of the home. And that's why they built this one out of brick. And it's also exposed on the other side. So wood burning fireplace, the mirror section on top, how the brick is stacked, it accentuates the volume of this room. And I love this bottom section and how the concrete is floating here. And this is also where they store the wood, because of wood burning fireplace. Now, we have these two chairs here perfectly positioned so that you just take a seat and enjoy the greenery. And the view is awesome. You can see the corner post. The beam extends out to the exterior. These glass walls are not load-bearing walls. The beams and the posts are carrying all the weight. So then you can freely put these clear story windows, the section above, or these Fleetwood sliding glass doors. And I also really like how all the tracks of these sliding glass doors are recessed into the concrete. They have left the space for these tracks. That way, the transition from the interior to the exterior.
Yo, he keeps showing like stuff where I'm like, this is not a $10 million house. I look at the space and everything like that, but it just be some of these details, man, that he's been showing us is just really, really throwing me off.
It's very easy, and my backdrop is part of the experience here. Such a cool space. Now, next up, I want to quickly talk about the steel staircase here. It matches the design of the staircase that we saw on the outside. Again, you have a massive steel beam, the stringer of the staircase. Armand, can we come over here? You see, instead of welding the steel, they bent it nicely. That way the bottom section is flat and can be welded to the beam. And the top section is also flat to carry the concrete steps. Now, there's also another detail here. There's this lip design, and I don't know the information, because it's one thing to have a mid-century modern home, and it's another thing to remodel, bring it to today's standards without really compromising its authenticity and quality. And I feel like
I'm sorry, I just got stopped. I love that kitchen. I just went to one of my friend's houses, and he just redid his whole house. And I thought it like he did kind of like the same setup. The only thing he had his cooking range on the same side as the sink. You know what I'm saying? Where he was cooking up against the wall. I feel like it's better when it's just like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I like that, and especially you got the fan where you can just go ahead and suck up all the heat in the middle. You know, I just like that a lot better, man. Oh, let's keep going.
this kitchen here really complements that vision, but brings durability, utility, and it looks super cool. You have some open sections, flat panel cabinetry with built-in handles, butcher block countertop here, again emphasizes the wood tones, the linear light here highlights the beam really well, and the rest, again, all stainless steel cabinetry, stainless steel countertop here with an integrated sink, gas cooktop, and given the square footage of this home, I feel like this is a really good size kitchen, and I just love the stainless steel finish and these integrated handles, so cool. We have the fridge here, built-in appliances, and you have everything. Warming drawers down below, speed oven, convection oven, microwave, espresso maker, even a wine fridge on this side. And I want to say the second half of the island is actually a bar area, seating area. So you can enjoy your meals here and still be within the kitchen, or you can simply go outside where we have the outdoor dining area. And here's another thing I want to point out. Here we have the front door. So when you enter the home, you can go straight to the kitchen or to your living room. Now, before we go outside, I want to quickly talk about the tin cans that we have here. So as you all know, last year in August, we launched our home goods brand, Noir, and it has been a very rewarding journey, manufacturing products in-house by us and shipping it to our viewers, to our fans. And I started this brand to let people experience quality products, because quality products that are well made, with good ingredients, good intentions, can really elevate your life and make you pay attention to the other products that you're consuming in your life, whether it's the clothes that you're wearing, food that you're eating. And part of the journey is to make this successful so more people can enjoy quality products. Now, given that we're using organic ingredients, our candles are not the cheapest, and we're doing our best to lower our price point, increase our volume, and make this more accessible. So with that, we created these small tins. The big one is 4 ounces, the small one here is 2 ounces, and this one will be $4.95.
Oh.
This one will be $9.95.
Oh, that ain't that
The goal
bad.
here is to not make money. The goal here is to make these products more accessible so you can try them out. And if you like our candles, maybe you'll buy the bigger ones and you will enjoy the products that we make for you guys. Again, I really appreciate your support. Check us out at noirhome.com. Alright, next up, let's go see this outdoor dining area. Picnic style table with built-in seating, with this gloss finish, industrial, massive light bulbs, and the space heaters here provide a lot of heat, make the space a little bit more cozy.
Ooh.
And then on the other side, we have this water.
I wanted to get to the waterfall, but I like that little detail. I never seen like space heaters on top of you, like the lights. That was a very, very, very interesting idea. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? I watch these type of videos to find things to do in my own house, my mom's house, and other houses that I hope to have, or give ideas to some of my friends, because hey, we having houses now. So that was a very, very, very unique thing. And this little waterfall, let's look at it.
Full installation. This was created by artist Stan Bitters. These are all ceramic tiles, and this actually runs all the way to the second floor of the property, and the primary bathroom faces this wall. And they also have screens here, so you can close off this space. And Alma, why don't you stay there? Opens right back to your kitchen. I love it. Now follow me this way. Alma, why don't I go here? So you can go to the other side and showcase the hillside here. It's all nicely terraced. You have different pads, mature trees, bamboos. I mean, this property is so whimsical, and I just love how all this nature, the landscaping, literally comes into your home, into these different structures. This is super cool. it's also so private. So
All right. I'm not about to go through this whole video. Right now, I can tell you right now, and I'm going to have a link to this video and much more. Go to my website, investingyourculture.com. Check out more information. Check out the full video. You know what I'm saying? And check out more of the videos that I may have. Even buy you some merch. You feel me? But, you know, one thing I can say is it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm going to let you know one thing he's not telling you about. He's not telling you about the drive to get up there. The drive, be prepared for it. One-way streets, real small corner streets, you know what I'm saying? And people be driving fast down them type of streets. It's crazy. You know, one of the things that I did, you know, just enjoy was like the architecture and everything like that, and the fact that it's like built on like a hill. Like him showing like the final scene that we were just watching, where it's like, you know, everything is like the architecture is kind of built into the hill. I feel like that's like a worth of $10 million. Like that, the kind of the sculptures and the detail that they kind of had inside the house. That man, the heating lamps in the ceiling, the the sauna, the spa, like it feels like you're paying $10 million to be as peaceful as possible when you're in your house. You can't take that away from it, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for checking this video out. I'm going to be back with some more, man. It's your boy Raylo. This is Invest in Your Culture. Man, we'll be back.